Sometimes it seems like sex is everywhere, but a new study says that the problem is it's not. It blames in part the liberation movement of the 60s, which was supposed to make everybody freer and happier and more like those folks and less constrained by social institutions. But it shows that happiness among young adults in America fell to a record low in 2018, while the share of Americans having sex at least once a week also plummeted to a new low from 59% in 1972 to 49% in 2018. Two social scientists ultimately concluding that declining sex is at least partly about family and religious changes that make it harder for people to achieve stable coupled life at a young age. And if we'd like more young adults to experience that joy of sex, we will either have to revive those institutions and find new ways to kindle love in a rising generation. I just said a lot. Joining me now, Lila Rose, founder and president of Live Action, and Kathy Aru, founder of Catalina Magazine. So, Kathy, did the women's movement make us less happy?
Absolutely. Women are exhausted. So when you ask women sex or sleep, the majority of women are going to say sleep. So yes, we're free to work and raise children and do it all. And the problem is we're exhausted. The men have to help out, or there's going to be even less sex. They have to help the women now that they're in this revolution and trying to gain equality. You know, help us out.
Lila, this study says that in order to be happier, it's not that men have to do more around the house, it's that you have to be married, and that if you get married younger, and if you go to church once a week or more, those young people who they surveyed, by and large, said that they were actually a lot happier.
Well, I'm living proof of this. I just got married. I go to Mass every week, and I'm thrilled. I mean, my life is such a gift, and it's so I'm very, very happy. And this isn't one study that just came out that gives us this shocking news. Sociological studies over the last 30, 40, 50 years prove it time and time again. If you put love first, then you put marriage, then you put sex, then you put babies, and if you believe in God and you make that a part of your life, you go to faith services, you are gonna be happier. And that's because we were made to love and to be loved. And that's connected to our sexual lives, that's connected to every part of us. And if we put our lives in that order, we will be more fulfilled and we will be happier.
Well, she's very happy. Lila is very happy, Kathy. What do you think, Kathy? You know, because I mean, I was raised, you know, in the generation that, you know, women should work, women should, you know, maybe postpone getting married and having kids and all of that, you know, to empower yourselves. And, you know, I think when you look at studies like this, maybe some of that didn't really work. I mean, Gloria Steinem and Jane Fonda gave us all of these messages growing up, Kathy. And, you know, do you think they were wrong?
It backfired. All that bra burning and equality just backfired. It just means that along with the men, the women are also working, they say 400% more than our parents and our grandparents worked. So we are overworked, we're exhausted.
But I think what you're missing is that there's not necessarily a correlation between working and not being married and going to church. Well, this is about people getting married, because we know that the marriage rate is declining, the number of kids that people have is also declining, and I want to get you to react to that part of the story.
Well, they actually said in the story it doesn't necessarily mean marriage. It also said having a partner, having a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Well, this says married young adults. Let me just tell everybody what it says. Married young adults are about 75% more likely to report that they are happy and compared with their peers. All right, everyone's going to have to check it out. We got to go. Thank you very much. We'll continue with this conversation.
And responsibility. It helps us.